Good people. Jeff Lightsey Jr. here with the Black Boss Channel and Victory Formation. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe, and the notification bell because we upload every single day. Now, I'm here today to tell you about Ben Simmons. The latest is on Ben Simmons is he'll never play for the 76ers again. I think we've established that. He has demanded a trade. Clutch Sports, his agent, Rich Paul, they made it clear they don't want to be back in Philadelphia. Now, they've cleared it up and said that Tyrese Maxey actually doesn't need to be included in the Ben Simmons trade. I think we originally reported that there were reports out there that the Tyrese Maxey, who is also a Clutch Sports client, a Rich Paul client, also wanted to get out of Philadelphia. That is not the case. That has been cleared up. But there are a pair of NBA legends that have come out and said that Ben Simmons ain't that damn good at basketball and have expressed their disappointment in the all-star Ben Simmons. And that is Shaq and Charles Barkley. So Shaq and Charles Barkley, as we know, work for TNT, NBA on TNT. They've made it clear that Ben Simmons is a guy that they're disappointed in, that they expected more from come the playoffs, and that has just simply not been the case. I'm going to show you Shaq and Charles Barkley because I can't show you the video. We'll have the audio of what they said, though. But Shaq and Charles Barkley have made it clear Ben Simmons is not that guy and that he needs to be in the gym, let alone doing all the stuff he's doing on social media. And I'll just play the clip and let you hear what the legends had to say about Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons, Philadelphia 76ers experiment is going to end ugly.
Well, I'm disappointed in Ben Simmons.
That's Charles.
$200 million to dribble a stupid basketball, and the only thing you asked him is to be better as a player, and their first response is, I don't want to play here anymore. That disappoints me as a player. It disappoints me as a fan. They're not saying, hey, come over here and cut my grass. They're saying, Ben, we need you to learn how to shoot the basketball.
I have G14 classification to say what I'm about to say.
This is Shaq.
Okay.
So does Charles Barkley. Ben Simmons, you're not that good. And then in this league, you want to be good or do you want to be great? You're not great. But if you want to get to that next level, you have to be great. And to be great, you have to work on your game. Don't be putting pictures on your Instagram or your Ferrari or what actress you're hanging around with. When you play for a town like Philadelphia, Boston, LA, Miami, hard-working town, they don't give a shit about none of that. They want you to come, work hard, and play hard. I was at that game 6 when that man didn't even look at the basket. And I know as a player, first thing I do is I look in the player's eyes. That man was out there terrified. Not terrified of playing, but terrified of being fouled and missing free throws. Forget all that.
What's crazy, when you see the videos that he put up, he's making those shots that he didn't take. Like,
Making them,
hey,
yes.
Mike, I live in Philadelphia during the summer. This is the 3rd year in a row they put up them buzz during the summer. I'm not falling for the mechanical tailpipe anymore.
You know, a lot of these people, you hear from your followers how good you are, how great you are, but you're hearing from some OGs right now. You ain't that damn good. And I said it, and I said what I said, and Chuck said what he said. If you don't like it, do what you got to do. But you ain't that damn good.
Some strong words from two NBA legends, some strong words from two NBA Hall of Famers, some strong words from two guys who know a thing or two about basketball. Ben Simmons ain't that good. I mean, Shaq's right. Ben Simmons is a really good basketball player, but he's not good enough to just decide, to hell with all of this, right? Like, I'm Ben Simmons. I can keep playing the way I play, and I can continue to be who I am. Because he ain't that good. Obviously, the way you play has faults, not just minor faults, major faults. As Shaq said, during playoff games, Ben Simmons is turning down layups because he's scared of getting fouled. This is not a thought. This is a fact. This is a fact. Ben Simmons is turning down layups because he is afraid of getting fouled during playoff games. That's not a good thing to do. That's not what you want to see from a guy that's on a max contract. That's not what you want to see from your all-NBA performer. That's not what you want to see from a guy who you thought was going to be the future of your franchise. All the Sixers are asking Ben Simmons to do is work on a jump shot. That's it. That is literally it. And instead of that, he decides to hell with Philadelphia and wants to get traded. To me, I'm with Chuck on that. That's weak. That is weak. Now, the biggest reason probably why he needs to be traded is because of too many lackluster performances. There's been no progression in 5 years from the play of Ben Simmons. Now, Rich Paul, his agent, reportedly, the reports are that Ben Simmons will skip out on training camp. Ben Simmons is willing to skip out on training camp until he is traded by the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers' dilemma is, one, everybody knows they want to trade him. Literally everybody in the world knows he doesn't want to be there. Two, because of that, no one is going to offer you what you feel like you deserve for a player of Ben Simmons' caliber and potential, quite frankly. Because if he has a jump shot, he's an amazing player. It's the one thing missing from his game. So because of that, people are only going to offer you pennies on a dollar. So if you think Ben Simmons is worth $1, we're going to give you 50 cents. Pennies on the dollar. Because we know he doesn't want to be there. We know he's already said he will sit out games, sit out training camp, unless you trade him. That's what we know. Now, here is the dangerous game Ben Simmons is playing by saying that. Ben Simmons, we got a little contract work in here. So Ben Simmons is on a 5-year, $177.2 million deal, right? When he signed his contract extension back in 2019, he elected to be paid 25% of his salary every season on July 1, another 25% of his salary every season on October 1st, and the remaining 50% left on his salary for the year in 12 installments starting November 15th. Here's the kicker. 25% of his salary is due when? October 1st. What is October 1st? That's training camp. So if Ben Simmons decides to skip out on training camp, the Philadelphia 76ers could withhold 25% of his salary. How much is 25% of Ben Simmons' salary? $8.25 million. $8.25 million. Is Ben Simmons willing to give up $8.25 million, 25% of his yearly salary, because he's disgruntled and he wants to be traded? If he is not traded by October 1st, is he willing to give up $8.25 million? That's something we have to wait and see. I ain't giving up $8.25 million. That's just me. If 18% of my salary is $18.25 million, I ain't giving that up. That's just, I'm wired differently. I ain't giving up no money. But we'll see if Ben Simmons. But to hear Shaq and Chuck say you ain't that good and how disappointed they are in him, they're just echoing the sentiments of the fans, echoing the sentiments of Philadelphia 76ers fans and NBA fans and Ben Simmons supporters, because we all thought he'd be a lot better by year 5. But he's the same player in year 5 that he was in year 1. Leave your thoughts in the chat. Leave your thoughts in the chat and in the comments on the Ben Simmons situation. 1, how good do you think Ben Simmons actually is? And 2, do you believe Ben Simmons will show up to camp, or is he going to be willing to risk that $8.25 million? Once again, I'm Jeff Lights Jr. with the Black Boss channel in the Victory Formation Sports Show. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button, like, share, subscribe. And for my Facebook people, I'm Jeff Lightsy Sports on Facebook, and on Twitter, I'm at JLightsy7 on Twitter. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Peace.